this dead girl on the stairs the other day, and I think she was stuck in rigor mortis.
What's rigor mortis again?
It has to do with the calcium ions in the sarcoplasmic reticulum.
Is that like when they flood out of the sarcoplasmic reticulum and then the calcium binds to the troponin on the tryptomyosin?
Yeah, and then the myosin heads bind to the myosin head binding sites. But ATP is needed for them to release, and because the individual is dead, their body's not going through cellular respiration, so she wasn't creating ATP, and she got stuck like that.
So her muscle was just like sticking straight up?
Yeah.
Weird. Like, how long does rigor mortis like occur in an individual that's dead?
It lasts for 48 to 72 hours until the muscle starts to deteriorate. There are many different parts of the skeletal muscle, but when taking a closer look, you are able to see the smallest, innermost part, the sarcomere. A sarcomere contains two main parts, a thick component and a thin component. Myosin is the thicker component and actin is the thinner component. These two parts work together to allow muscle contraction. Actin is made up of three main parts: actin in yellow, troponin in blue, and tropomyosin in green. Myosin is made up of two main parts: myosin tail and myosin heads, both in red.
Ira, what is neuromuscular junction and why is it important?
Neuromuscular junction is important because it allows for muscle contractions to occur by sending action potentials from motor neurons down T-tubules, which then trigger the release of calcium, allowing for myosin heads to bind to actin, allowing for muscle contractions to occur.
Because without this, we wouldn't be unable to contract our muscles, meaning we'd be unable to move. The first thing that occurs is an electrical impulse gets sent from the brain to the interneuron, then to the motor neuron. The neurotransmitter acetylcholine travels through the synapse and binds to the receptors on the muscle fibers.
The action potential will then travel through the muscle fiber.
As it does, it will change the electrical ion concentration gradient in the cell, and the sodium-potassium pump will have to go to work to fix this. This requires ATP.
The action potential travels down the T-tubule. It signals the release of calcium, and ATP is needed for this.
The calcium then binds to troponin, causing tryptomyosin to be revealed so the high-energy myosin heads, by ATP, can be attached to the actin line for muscle contraction, and the myosin heads overlap, pulling the Z line and actin closer to the M line.
Myosin then moves to a low energy state while still attached to the actin. ATP is needed to remove this cross bridge. Once removed, the muscle relaxes. Oh my god, I think she's dead.